There's a lull in games releases at the moment, and the last two games I reviewed depressed me. The Witcher 2 because it led to the revelation that I'm not as deep a role-playing gamer as I had thought or hoped, and Dungeon Siege 3 because it marks yet another PC franchise chewed up and spat out by lazy money-chomping developers. Nom 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 nom. It's put me off AAA titles a little bit, so I'm going to cheer myself up by looking back at some cheapo indie games, old and new. Osmos, World of Goo, Trine, Audiosurf, Defense Grid, and Revenge of the Titans. All available on Steam. Yay! Osmos! Do you remember the beginning of Spore, the evolution process in top-down fish-chomping ocean format and the only good bit of the game? That's similar to Osmos by Hemisphere Games, in which you play a single-celled organism that can feast on smaller organisms to increase your size, while larger ones will feast on you, and you eject parts of yourself to sacrifice size for movement. It's all very relaxing and simple, yet tactical, and offers as much variety as can be found in such a game without outstaying its welcome or feeling too short. The music is calming, the graphics are pleasing, the gameplay is fun, so I award it crispy beef. World of Goo! Fantastic music and a charming aesthetic frame a simple and compelling gameplay mechanic based around structural engineering with boogers in World of Goo by 2D Boy. The player needs to direct the sticky blobs into bridge and tower arrangements to reach the escape pipe. There are a lot of levels that occasionally feel like they're repeating themselves, but the game does its best to explore the premise as much as it can by offering a variety of blob types, environments and effects. And it's always fun to build a massive tower and cackle maniacally as it falls over. Awarded a trip to the Eiffel Tower. Trine! A beautiful 3D platformer where the player is able to shift between thief, warrior and mage, having had their souls bound together by the Trine. Each character class has a shallow pool of skills and various abilities used to interact with curious physics puzzles, and upgradable as the player levels up. It's the appearance and flowing gameplay that sets Trine somewhat apart. It just feels good to play. Frozenbyte, also responsible for Shadowgrounds, seems to have a knack for utilizing simple, focused gameplay elements with good cooperative modes. Looking forward to seeing how Trine 2 mixes things up. Here's its award. Audiosurf! Bejeweled, driving, and your favorite music are combined in Audiosurf by Invisible Handlebar. This fairly old game uses your selected audio file to generate an appealing crystal-filled winding surf route, or road, based on the sound and rhythm of the track. And your job is to match the coloured tiles Bejeweled style as you crash into them, as your speed is also predetermined by the music. The program translates music quite sensitively, and assuming you like music, this is a curious way to enjoy it. You can compete with other audio surfers online for high scores on specific tracks. I enjoy doing Jeremy Soul's music, so it seems appropriate to award it those soundtracks. Defense Grid! I had high hopes for Defense Grid by Hidden Path Entertainment, as an exclusive tower defense game now free from the limitations of Flash. It's very well presented, but you can't do much with it. Towers have only 3 upgrades, and there's no level editor or much variety in the gameplay modes. The level editor is presumably vacant because it would prevent Hidden Path from periodically releasing small map packs for purchase. Fun while it lasts, but that isn't long. This gets a green salad. If you want a better tower defense game, look instead at Revenge of the Titans by Puppy Games is a level of complexity better than Defense Grid, and with graphics reined in to concentrate on gameplay and researchable technologies. There's no shortage of building types or development paths, including robot factories to send mobile troops against the Titan invaders. Resource management is a component here as well. The whole thing is good humoured with appropriate aesthetics and simple gameplay, bar the occasionally fiddly micromanagement and slightly unstructured level design. The soundtrack seems to be derived from Kubrick's A Clockwork Orange, thus its reward. Still though, for the purpose of tower defensing in the most addictive way possible, I can't help but recommend Gemcraft. It almost perfects the most basic practices of tower defense theory by applying the most rigorous upgrade systems I have seen in a tower defense game. Terraria! I'm not sure how I escaped the clutches of Minecraft only to fall for Terraria. This probably demands its own video, coming soon.